Some of the things to think about when we're looking at James Hardie siding for your home, and things that might affect the costs for the project would be profile designs. So are you looking at doing a horizontal plank siding, which is the most cost-effective way to do Hardie, or let's say a board and batten design, or even like a shake on your home, which I think are awesome, but it does increase the price. Because the material cost is higher on board and batten as well as shake, and then there's more labor that goes into it. So it's a little slower installation, a little more time consuming to get that installed. So those will increase the price a little bit. One of the bigger things with Hardie is that they break out their colors into 3 different categories. So there's the most popular, which is the Statement Collection, and it's 20 plus colors that are the most popular in the market, pre-finished. That's the most cost-effective way to do it. Then there's the Dream Collection. Dream Collection allows you to have access to over 700 colors to choose for your home with a cost increase. But if it's something where you've got your heart set on a very specific color, then you might want to look at the Dream Collection. Because when you compare it against the cost of purchasing Hardie, putting it on, and then field painting it, it's really about a wash. And so in that case, the Dream Collection with a baked on color finish is pretty superior to a field painted on site. The third tier for James Hardie that would be the most expensive is the Magnolia Collection, which was a partnership with Chip and Joanna Gaines. Joanna Gaines hand selected a handful of colors that became part of the Magnolia Collection, and they're gorgeous colors, but they're pretty expensive in terms of when you're looking at a Hardie project. So just all things to think about. Obviously, we can look at all those color options, all the profile options. We can do digital design renderings to make sure both we get you the exact design you want with the color you want, but also within your budget. I get asked often when I work with clients if there's going to be any unfactored or hidden costs that might come into a project. And so one of the things we take pride in is we try to be very transparent up front and very inclusive with our proposals so that all the costs are included for you. The one thing that we can't see is what's going on behind your old siding. So when we take off the old siding, we want to do an inspection of the substrate and the framing to make sure that it's in good structural condition. If it is, great, no extra cost, we just keep moving forward. If it's not, we want to pause the project briefly, come to you, make you aware of any wood rot that's happening, and then we look to replace it before we continue. Because the last thing we want to do is cover up damage so that it continues to get worse and ultimately ends up costing you 2, 3, 4x more money down the road to go back and replace it. The other commitment we make to our clients is that we don't make money on misery. So when we come across any wood rot or anything that's behind the walls that you didn't see and we didn't see before we came to an agreement on price, we want to do that at bare minimum cost so that you feel good about it and we can keep moving forward.